In 2009, Justin Bieber met Selena Gomez and her whole life changed. But there was another man who was already around before all of that, and now he's back after all these years, and he's taken her from him. And right now, after all this time, breakup rumors have started spreading about their marriage. The question everyone's asking, does Benny Blanco actually love Selena Gomez? Why, almost a year into the marriage, are people still doubting Selena and Benny's relationship? Selena and Benny Blanco got married in September 2025, and now it's been almost a year since the wedding. You'd think that would have been enough time for the relationship crisis talk to die down, but the opposite happened. It's important to clarify from the start, everything coming up is an analysis of behavior shown on camera, not confirmed information from either side. Neither of them has publicly said there's a problem. What's fueling the speculation is a handful of small moments that kept repeating over the months. The way they held hands at a public event, Selena flying alone while Benny has a well-known fear of flying, and a clip at a basketball game where he didn't react to something she did. So the real question is the public reading too much into small details, or is there actually a pattern that's been consistent since the wedding until now? And if we look back at Selena's dating history, there's something interesting worth noting, which is exactly what we're getting into next. Why does Selena Gomez seem like a different person lately? Recently, photos and clips of Selena went viral and sparked widespread confusion, to the point where people started saying this doesn't look like the person we know. Here we need to be precise, because there are three different possibilities in play. The first, confirmed and disclosed by Selena herself, is that she has lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease, and she's also disclosed having bipolar disorder. The medications associated with both conditions are known to affect weight, appearance, and voice. The second, an unconfirmed rumor, is that some people claim she's had cosmetic procedures. Selena herself hasn't directly and specifically confirmed or denied this. The third is the ongoing pressure of being compared to other stars of her generation for years, a psychological pressure that's well documented among celebrities and can have physical effects too. The analytical point here, why is it that every time a famous woman's appearance changes, the first explanation people jump to is plastic surgery, while illness and real psychological pressure get overlooked? If you were in her position dealing with a chronic illness while every photo of you gets dissected by millions of people, do you think you'd be able to handle it? Was Selena and Justin's relationship real love or mutual drama addiction? There's no way to understand Selena today without going back to a relationship that lasted roughly from 2011 to 2018, with all its complications. The confirmed facts: the relationship was extremely on and off, breaking up and getting back together multiple times over the years, with the last split happening in March 2018, and exactly 3 months later, Justin announced his engagement to Hailey. Now here's the important part. There's more than one rumor circulating about the reasons for that final breakup, and none of them are officially confirmed by either side. One rumor claims Justin was struggling with substance issues. Another suggests a possible pregnancy and miscarriage based on interpreting photos and timing rather than any direct statement from anyone, and a third claims Justin proposed and Selena said no. The analytical point here is that all these rumors tend to frame Selena as the victim in the story, but the truth is there's evidence, like public Instagram fights and mutual cheating accusations from both sides, suggesting both people contributed to the toxicity in that relationship, not just one party. So can a relationship that lasted 7 on and off years, filled with this much public drama, really have been true love, or was it built on mutual drama addiction from the start? What really happened between Selena and the friend who saved her life? At different points in her career, Selena has disclosed 3 major health struggles: lupus, an autoimmune disease that causes the immune system to attack the body itself, depression and anxiety, which she's discussed in multiple interviews, and bipolar disorder, which she disclosed in 2020. Each of these is essential to understanding her beyond any surface-level analysis. The most significant point here is that in 2017, she needed a kidney transplant, and the donor was her friend, actress Francia Raisa. That story was deeply moving at the time, but the friendship ended afterward in a very public and controversial way. It's important to clarify that the details around why the friendship ended, like statements attributed to Francia's father and deleted comments, are largely one-sided accounts, and there's no fully agreed-upon confirmation from both sides about who was at fault. The analytical question here: is it fair to judge a friendship's ending from only one angle? Or does Selena actually repeat a pattern of taking support during a crisis, then pulling away once things settle down? And if no one's told you the full story from both sides, can you really judge fairly? Was Selena's difficult childhood the real reason behind all the drama that followed? Selena was born in 1992 to a mother who was 16 at the time of the pregnancy. Her parents separated when she was 5, and she lived through a period of severe poverty during her childhood. From a young age, she got into acting and singing, and at a very young age became her family's primary source of income, a psychologically significant detail, since it meant a child carrying the responsibility of supporting an entire family at a time when she should have been living a normal childhood. The analytical point here: psychology suggests that children who grow up carrying financial or emotional responsibility for their family early on tend to grow into adults with heightened sensitivity to others' opinions of them, and a noticeable drive for stability, which might explain a large part of her behavior in relationships later on, including her current relationship with Benny. This isn't meant to excuse every action, but rather to understand where it all started before passing judgment. So was Selena's difficult childhood the real reason behind all the drama that followed, or is that just an easy explanation people use to justify anything? Is Selena's massive success real, or is she just better at playing the game than anyone else? This is one of the most controversial points about Selena. She has over 400 million followers, a massive number compared to artists who've achieved bigger artistic milestones, like Grammy wins or globally acclaimed albums. The important analytical point here is that engagement rate, likes, and comments doesn't always scale proportionally with follower count, and that's a real observation frequently raised in digital marketing analysis, not a rumor. It's data that can actually be observed. But the bigger question is, does that mean her success is fake or not real? Or does it mean the measure of success in the social media era has fundamentally shifted away from traditional artistic metrics like awards and critical acclaim? There's a difference between traditional artistic success, awards, critical recognition, and audience/marketing success, followers, media presence, cultural influence, and Selena is clearly stronger in the second category than the first. Which isn't necessarily bad, it's just a different kind of success, and it's important to describe it honestly. So is Selena's real success proof that marketing has become more important than art in our era, or is she just better at playing the game than anyone else?